we are continuing to improve our skills of conducting business as women. Today, let's talk about those mechanics that male business coaches will never tell you about. Are you interested already? So am I. Then let's get to it. Why do you think I have emphasized we are women today? It's because we, for all of our equal opportunities with men, are different than men are. And that means in business, we should behave differently than men also. I've met many women who have success in their career, but they are indeed very strong, very talented women. They were able to achieve success in areas traditionally considered as masculine. But amid the pride of accomplishment, these women have constantly told me about how hard it is to work in a male environment. Well, tell me, whose fault is that you feel this great burden on yourself? Men? Yes, undoubtedly also. But you should think on this, because even for self-preservation purposes, you should change your course of conduct. And believe me, it will only be for the benefit of both you and your business. I am confident, and you too will see for yourself, that working in a male environment isn't a punishment for a woman. Believe me. But on the contrary, it is an opportunity to even greater results than working among women. Moreover, it can even be quite convenient, advantageous even, if correctly approached. That is why our main theme today will be touching on our benefits, including charm. Often, a woman wastes her energy following male behavioral logic in business, and that's why she quickly gets tired, becomes de-energized, so to speak. As a result, complete emptiness, which does not let one move on, and well, depression that interferes in even your personal life. There is a false attitude that there is no gender in business, and a woman must never show her femininity. I emphasize wrong. It's complete nonsense to demand from a lady to behave like a man. Well, undoubtedly, thanks to Coco Chanel, we have learned to not wear a suit in the process of evolution, but even that we have tailored to size. Now, a men's suit on a female figure skillfully emphasizes her fragility, tenderness, and beauty. Now, try to apply this rule to business, See it as elegant, tasteful, and beautiful. But imagine what would happen if dressed in a male two-piece. You behaved yourself as a man. It would be nonsense. The female nature will suffer. It will take revenge, reacting to violence with illness, of course. And by contradicting your own nature, putting pressure on your own sense of self, we can achieve results still because we're strong women. But as our goal is to not break ourselves, our goal is to make life more comfortable, successful, and our energy more powerful, as energy is very important for women. This is why you should not manacle your delicate nature inside a metal male suit of armor. Disguising ourselves as men will not save us. On the contrary, it will create an excuse for us to be treated even tougher and rougher, as though we really were men. Before starting to learn how to behave in business as a woman, let's first take a look. What is it that describes the concept of femininity? What words would you use to characterize femininity? Right, tenderness, softness, flexibility. Anything else? Speak up, don't be shy. Yes, true, some might say docility. Why are you smiling? You think that this quality isn't any way useful to business? But I, for one, disagree. Docility is the main principle behind such a martial arts as Aikido. In this type of sport, the tactics of sparring are based upon not blocking and striking, but the ability to catch on to the opponent's direction of movement and augment it with your own agile movements in the same direction. As a result, the opponent sort of falls in a void, while you stay in the same place. I think this is all simply brilliant and suits us as women perfectly. Remember the tale of Sleeping Beauty? Think about it. What was the strength of the little girl who hated her stepmother? That's right, charisma. That's why she was liked by everyone, could come to terms with everyone else. After all, cold beauty repels, while charm captivates, making the talker come a step closer to you. Admit it, charisma for women comes naturally. I know many examples when a charming woman, be it a manager or director, retained clients during even the toughest of times for business because of this quality. With it, new contacts and business acquaintances are easily made, and contracts are signed. How does charm manifest itself? Let's think about it. Yes, that is correct. The gaze, facial expressions, and smiles, a light handshake, the voice, the demeanor. I would like to invite you to work a little with voice and with facial expressions this lesson. A more difficult level of this exercise is to do the same thing, but with a veil on your face, exposing only your eyebrows. When a woman can control everyone around her with a single glance, this is really high flying. And they teach this to girls in India, for example, since childhood. By the way, take a look at some Indian film or a clip when you get the occasion, paying attention to facial gestures. That isn't exactly about whom you can say that they might have a face like a mask frozen in tension. To experience body language more fully, capture its signals, feel it more. I suggest that you learn a simple meditative technique. In this lesson, I would like to suggest working a little with the voice and your facial expressions. First, exercise. Look in the mirror and try to portray joy, sadness, tenderness, surprise, frustration, delight, contempt, and friendliness.
Удивление, недовольство, восторг, презрение, дружелюбие.
Observe what type of movement of eyebrows, lip corners, forehead muscles carries this mood. Try to find 5 of your facial expressions which feel nice.
Попробуй найти 5 выражений своего лица, которые тебе кажутся приятными.
Play around as a true woman is, a great actress. And now, photograph these 5 of your nice facial expressions and take a look at them from afar.
И посмотри на них со стороны.
Do you like all of them? And now, let's talk about your voice. Do you know how to use it? Do you know how many tints of intonations there are? Can you use all of them? Do you use them in a day-to-day life or in business? Your voice is your energy. That's the sound of your individuality. Mind you, we may not see a man's face, but will unmistakable recognize him by voice. We remember the voices of our loved ones and friends. We remember the voices of those we hold in contempt. By the way, have you noticed that when people you have just met feel all right, we like their voice, and not so much on the contrary, and that is all thanks to the voice.
Или наоборот, неприятно, и все это тоже благодаря голосу. Поэтому уделяй внимание своему голосу.
So pay attention to your voice, train it, improve it. Have you ever tried listening to yourself? Not criticizing yourself for something that you have said that's not right or made a wrong kind of presentation, but just listening to the sound of your voice. It's after all a manifestation of your sexual energy also, correct? It is like breathing, which we use to exchange energy with our surrounding environment. You utter a word, a sound, and a part of yourself disperses in the environment that surrounds you. Isn't it fascinating? Have you ever heard about the magic of one's voice? Do you know that with voice you can control men? Try to consciously slow down your voice when you're talking to someone. Lower the voice, sometimes velvet-like. Listen to your own self, to the tones of your voice. Note how your voice changes when you become enthused or delighted by something. Just start listening to yourself, and then other people will listen as well. There is also this technique to speak your phrases on the exhale. Give it a try. Just don't be surprised if all of a sudden a work colleague or boss will begin to see you as more than a coworker. And one wonderful day, you find a bouquet of flowers on your desk. But of course, not every single phrase, as they might consider you an asthmatic. I've devised a task for you, specifically for the purposes of improving your feminine weaponry. Within your surroundings, observe which female managers attract the most customers. Try to experiment. Remove everything from your voice and gaze that may alienate, coolness, formality. If a man has offered to lend you a helping hand or a pen, Thank him with a glance and slight smile. Be natural. Remember that charm opens even the heaviest of all doors. I have a friend from America who held talks with her partners with as much as 10 countries within the last month. She had her business restructured. A new project was being launched, and she just had to meet with everyone right away to present her new business plan and answer any questions that might come up. But imagine the kind of fast-paced rhythm of life and how much you have to be in the moment, both physically and energetically, constantly at the top. If not for the energy practices which I had taught her, gave her, explained to her, and not for the yoga lessons, then she would have most probably fallen over each night from exhaustion. But it is thanks to this ability to control her own self and her inner energy. She not only signed all of those contracts, but even found time to meet with new partners. Can you believe it? Moreover, they were all men. What's the secret? There are 2 rules. The first, you must know exactly who you are meeting with. And second, you should properly prepare yourself for the meeting. And so, step by step, it is very important whom your meeting is with, a man or a woman. And so, on that, it depends what energy you will radiate. That's right, you heard me correctly. Specifically, energy. Many image makers place the emphasis on exterior appearances only. Yes, I agree. The appearance should match. It is an art of its own. But there's a lot more to it than that, wouldn't you say? If you came to a meeting in a straight business suit, but are literally filled with sexual energy, while on the other side of the meeting table sits not a female figure less likable, one can only imagine how she may feel towards you, huh? And if the final decision is dependent on solely herself, it's pretty clear on what is going to happen. The deal will just fall through and will not be signed, and you will not be getting your bonus. Well, why are you doing this? And if your opponent is male, think about what energy you must emanate as you are meeting the man. This time, it's all different. On the contrary, right? Now you get why I'm telling you this. If your answer to the test question of does it matter who your partner is, male or female, is doesn't matter, then don't be surprised if the outcome of the meeting might not satisfy you 100%. I would like to tell you about one of my friends. Let's call her Mary. So, when she was just starting her business career, she was upset that she wasn't pretty and that men do not pay any attention to her. But you wouldn't believe how fast she went up the career ladder and got to the top manager position. And some 2 years later of working in the company, she advanced from the position of manager to that of top brand manager with a salary of 10,000 plus commission. She worked in the makeup industry. Surrounding her were all of these beautiful women who were constantly arguing with each other over something, were in conflict and jealousy with each other. But to her, everyone was friendly, trusted her with her secrets. And another example, the director of business development at a large firm, who was male, once set an ultimatum that he will not prolong his contract with the firm until they replace the manager, who was a very pretty, agreeable woman. Not because she had some kind of special relationship with him, no, simply because he not only wished to work with a competent person, but with one who could show basic support, understanding, someone nice and easy to talk to. All of these examples were given not so you can identify yourself with any one of these categories. No, I simply want you to learn how to control your inner energy. I propose that we begin right now to master the secrets of this trade. So when a meeting with a man is upcoming, do a few exercises of female yoga in the morning. With this help, you will awaken your energy. This morning yoga routine, it will light up your female eyes with a state of pleasure and enjoy your body, your energy. Female yoga helps open your female energies, feel your sexuality, accept your nature. After yoga, you can dance to some sensual music or perform a special breath of passion activity to a woman's core energy. It's also great to soak it up in the bath, adding some oil aroma into the water so that your skin may smell like rose petals. Elusive but seductive. We may even add a couple drops of aphrodisiac. It will bring mystique to your aura. Men are just thrilled when they catch these feminine vibes of pleasure and aroma of light sexuality. It does not hamper your business qualities, believe me. You are a successful woman and compromise yourself in no way. When going to a business meeting with men to negotiate, be yourself. After all, you have spent much work. Your femininity will do its trick without any effort on your part anymore. You do not need frills, nothing like that is required. No need to control yourself, nor put judgment on anything. Just be yourself. Be in an adequate state, well collected, purposeful, because you're at work. Just believe that your state, your energy will be working as it should. If the meeting is with a woman or women, what qualities might you need? Of course, first of all, friendliness. That is your heart's energy center. A woman should in no case feel a competition in you, even subconsciously. Early in my career, many years ago, I was refused this one client who was perfect for me in all respects, only because he had heard that there was a woman over there unsatisfied in her own femininity. My supervisor waved her hands at me when I arrived with the business plan for the project and explained to me that I would not land a better, more profitable customer. That was not true. Only later had I learned what had been the actual case. And now, to help you better fine-tune into your heart chakra, I want to share a special technique with you that you and I will now do together. And so, how can we tune into the energy of the heart chakra? Before contact, close your eyes and turn on some light, relaxing music, radiant-like, that tunes you into your heart. So, have you tuned into your heart chakra? To good, positive emotions? Start to make small, smooth breaths into your heart. Feel how you breathe in and out through your heart.
Почувствуй, как ты делаешь вдох и выдох через свое сердце.
Imagine a sphere of emerald color energy within your chest center. Feel the peace, love, and gratitude. Now imagine as you send this sphere of love to the women who propose the upcoming meeting to you. From heart to heart, you can help yourself with your breathing. As you inhale, you fill your heart with light and love. Open yourself up to this delicate energy. And as you exhale, you direct this energy from your heart to her heart. Carry out this meditation for a few minutes until you sincerely feel you love her. Genuinely, truly, with all of your heart, you embrace this person who is given to you in this life through a particular situation. You accept this lesson that the universe is sending to you through this person. No need to invent reasons to love her, for just send her this energy. Maybe right now she feels loneliness or fatigue. Send to her simple good wishes right from your heart, so that this day may bring her luck, many positive emotions, and positive people. And if you want to go further, it's possible to make an entire ritual, visualizing and dancing to music, imagining her and yourself meeting. This is more of an element of female magic that you may use to create your own future. Learning female magic to the fullest extent is only possible during some specialized lessons, because a strong methodology must be presented by a master and should be taught under his immediate supervision. I think that you are ready to understand this. But for now, place your bets on your natural feminine charm. Radiate happiness and self-confidence, as these feelings will enter your life forever. I wish you good luck and greater achievements.